Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about Gypsy Rose Blanchard yet again making herself into some kind of meek little victim so that people will play along with her storyline. She talks about content creators specifically in this Facebook post, so I figured it would be good to give a reaction because I am a content creator and I am covering her. So I had quite a few thoughts about this, and we're also going to talk for a couple of minutes about Ryan Anderson, who has now gone live for the first time in a short little break that he had, and he had a few interesting things to say as well. So we're going to go over it all in this video. If you're interested, please keep watching. Hey guys, I also wanted to add that we will be going over Ryan allegedly DMing Gypsy. All right, you guys, so let's start with the Facebook post and then we'll get over to what Ryan Anderson is up to. She posted this on November 2nd. Eventually, the cameras and fans and haters alike will disappear, and when everyone has had their bite of the pie, what is left is a woman with trust issues, low self-esteem, and emotional baggage that the prying eyes of the public will never see. I leave my most vulnerable self to the ones I cannot hide from. The ones who see my struggle when I wipe the tears, pat makeup under my eyes, and put on a smile as fake as the smiles reflected back at me. You are so inspiring and we want the best for you, I'm told by journalists and producers. Their voices clash with the agenda. The mask is on, smile. So let's start at the top. Everyone having their bite of the pie. So what you're saying is you don't want the public to give commentary. The people that are allowed to give commentary on Gypsy Rose are the people that are paying her, therefore on her side, like the producers and the journalists or, whoever is paying her that day. Those people are allowed to have an opinion because it is going to be very filtered and very much on her side. But if you are someone that is giving an opinion that is not in her favor, then you're just someone out here looking for a bite of the pie. Next, let's talk about trust issues. Who is it that you don't trust? Because for me, I can see people that have been in Gypsy's life having trust issues because of the way that she has mishandled them, mistreated them, abused some of them, while they were there for the short term. They were there for a role, and once they were no longer needed in that role, she crumples them up, throws them in the bin, and moves on to what she thinks is the next bigger and better thing. Why is it that you have trust issues? I think the most recent person that would have trust issues is Ryan Anderson. He built his entire life around Gypsy Rose, and she came out and went back to the person that dumped her and left the dog with Ryan. I could see him having trust issues for certain, but who has wronged Gypsy Rose? She has done everything she wanted, from building out her own crime to unalive her mother. It has always been what she wanted. The person on the other side of the coin, so to speak, is the one that is left with trust issues. How do you think Dee Dee would feel if she had lived through the attack? You don't think that she would have trust issues? Her own daughter tried to unalive her? Low self-esteem and the emotional baggage thing is just simply something that she's throwing in here to get people to feel bad for her. I think a lot of us have self-esteem issues, but the thing that a lot of us can fall back on is the fact that we are decent citizens of society. We are not doing what she has done. We are not we are not committing adultery. We are not utilizing human beings as pawns in our game of life. So I get the self-esteem thing, totally understand it, but I would much rather have integrity and deal with some low self-esteem than have no integrity and try to say that I have self-esteem issues as a way for people to feel pity for me. Pathetic. This, to me, the way she ended this, the mask is on, smile, is simply her just saying, you guys, look at me. I am this poor woman who's come out of prison and been attacked by the public, and I have been treated so unfairly in this short period of time. I'm just here trying to do better. I'm just trying to rebuild my life. I'm trying to be a good person, and I'm, an expectant mother, and people haven't been nice to me. It is all for pity. It is all for people who are still naive enough to fall in line, for them to see this and think, that poor girl, she has to wear a mask because the public is just so mean to her. I don't buy into it, never have, never will, and I don't feel an ounce of sorrow or pity for Gypsy Rose. Now, I have some clips of Ryan's live from a day ago, 2 days ago, and we're going to go over that and see what he has to say. Keep in mind, as we go through these clips, it is very, very obvious that he would take Gypsy back without a doubt. And that, to me, it's just a reminder of how some people, unfortunately, seek validation from the wrong individuals. The way that Gypsy has stepped on him and run over and back up and run over him again and embarrassed him on this huge platform is something that is crazy. It's crazy to witness all of that, and then here in this live get this very clear picture of he would absolutely take her back. And it's kind of sad. Like, maybe Ryan's a really lonely guy and he feels like he won't be able to find a new relationship. I think that he would have no issue finding a new partner, but it's very evident that he's still very hung up on the little gremlin. Hey guys, so I'm popping in the middle or end of this video that I'm editing right now, an update. And unfortunately, last night, Ryan Anderson was exposed by Bree, who is Gypsy Rose Blanchard's internet friend, that he's been messaging with Gypsy. He's been sending her DMs and giving her compliments. So I will play the video, but I have a few questions about this.
This is a screenshot of Gypsy Rose Blanchard's notification page on TikTok. Right below me, you can see she has a message from Ryan Anderson. This was 18 hours ago. Here are the messages. You look so good as a brunette. Miss your voice. You know I do. You still have my heart. I still only have eyes for you. Gypsy Rose, you really are the most beautiful woman in the world. Just being honest. There is a reason I'm sharing these messages, and I just want to make it very clear that it's not to hurt Ryan in any way. I have a lot of empathy for him, so just know that that's not my intentions. I'm sharing them because there's a narrative that has been pushed around that Ryan has helped push that is not true at all. People have been on Gypsy's ass about leaving Ryan alone, as if she's the one trying to get in touch with him, messaging him, texting him, calling him, when that is simply not true. And Ryan has helped push that narrative. He really has. Like, saying things like, oh yeah, she wants to see me, but no one will let her. Ryan, you know that that's not true. The situation was, Ryan was in New Orleans, and Gypsy wanted to see him in person to have a conversation for closure. Closure, that's it. Well, everyone knows that Ryan does not like Christy at all. He makes that very clear. And he has every right not to. He's allowed to not like Christy. But Rod was not home. It was only Christy there. And that wasn't going to happen. Not without Rod home. So that's the reason they weren't able to meet up in person. And there hasn't been another time that has happened. They aren't keeping Gypsy from Ryan. Gypsy does not want to be with Ryan. And y'all, I know Gypsy's not perfect. I know that the way this all went down could have been handled better. It could have. She knows that. Everyone knows that. But we also know that it's impossible to go back in time and change anything. So all she can do is move forward, which is what she wants Ryan to do as well. Because of this narrative, everything Gypsy does, people twist. Like the video she did, everyone thinks that was meant for Ryan when it wasn't. It was just simply her doing a video. Or the live that she did, people have taken clips from her live and manipulated what the purpose was of her saying what she said. It was not jealousy. It was not her really getting mad because Ryan was out there dancing with other girls. Like, y'all missed the whole point. And I'm not even going to take the time to get the point across that Gypsy was trying to make, because sadly, I don't think y'all will listen.
Number one, I think that it's strange how there is a DM that popped into her inbox and not in the held folder, because if they're not following each other on TikTok, the way it works is that it will go to your requests folder. But this was in her primary folder. That to me is strange. And number two, if you look at the gap in time here, there is the initial message at 4 p.m. and then 4.5 hours later at 8:31 p.m., he sends another 2 messages. Could it be that she initiated conversation and this was a response? Or could this be that he sent this, she responded, and that's why he responded again 4.5 hours later? I don't know. I will listen to Ryan's side when he comes out and addresses this, because I know he will address it. He has to. If she was responding and then deleted her own messages to make it look like he's just sending these messages to her, then that's very manipulative. But I put nothing past Gypsy Rose. As long as people are feeling bad for her and giving her attention, she is content with her life. Here's the other thing. If I do not want to interact with somebody, and I feel strongly about it to the point where I'm dragging them across the internet, throwing them under the bus any opportunity I get, saying how they were so controlling and so big, bad, and scary, you're going to be blocked. You're going to be blocked on social media. You're going to be blocked on my, cell phone if you have that. You're going to be blocked from email. You are going to be completely non-existent as a way to say, I do not want to communicate with you, and I do not want you communicating with me. Therefore, you are blocked on everything. Gypsy has not blocked Ryan. And even though I truly feel that he looks like a complete fool by doing this, I also think about, well, if Gypsy didn't really want to communicate, then he could be blocked. And it goes the same for him, but it's very obvious that Ryan has still been very vocal about having a soft spot for her, complimenting her, defending her. And the narrative that she has put out, to me, would equate to block this person. I'm allegedly having a child with somebody else. I don't want to communicate with you.
Ryan Anderson was caught messaging Gypsy Rose Blanchard. All right, y'all. So Gypsy's bestie posted this, trying to embarrass Ryan. Now, look, Ryan, I'm going to tell you this. You really are looking goofy. Like, you need to chill, because you're getting played. And I'm about to explain how this is working out. Now, when it comes to TikTok, when you message someone, it goes into the request, okay? And if you're not following that person and that person's not following you, it's going into the request, okay? Now, when it goes into the request, then you can look at it, respond, and it'll put it in primary, or it won't. You see she has a request box, okay? So Ryan Anderson messages her, you look so good as a brunette. I miss your voice. You know I do. You still have my heart. I still have eyes for only you. Gypsy Rose, you really are the most beautiful woman in the world. Just be honest. Dear Ryan, dear Ryan, dear Ryan. I don't even know what to do, because at this point you have my blood pressure up at 150 over 200 over this, because you are just walking right into a trap. But I'll deal with that in a sec. Bree is saying that he's been basically blowing up her phone on these messages. But Bree, where are the rest of the messages? Because they were clearly deleted. Because if this was the first time, it would have been in the request box. The notification came into the primary box. So there's a lot missing right here. Why would she delete them and then show this? Listen, Gypsy, I'm not sure why you think everybody doesn't know what's going on, or they're too slow to comprehend or understand, or like people don't have critical thinking skills. Like, something's not right that you keep playing this game and your friend is playing the game too, as if nobody knows how TikTok works. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Anyway, Ryan, you're really looking the fool right now. Like, this is ridiculous, because I made that video not because I dislike Gypsy, to warn you so that you don't walk into silliness. But you willfully at this point decided, I'm going to normalize this girl. I'm going to make it okay for everything that she's done. And I'm going to be foolish enough to walk back into this trap. Once, maybe a mistake. Twice, a fool. 3 times. I don't even know what to call that at that point. I don't even have nothing to say. Ryan, I can't ride on this. This is crazy. Even no matter what she said before this, you should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. And the fact that she's outing you out like this shows the level that she doesn't care about you. When are you going to understand that? Like, this woman used you to get out of prison. That's it and that's all. She's keeping you in a triangulation. That's it and that's all. She does not care about you. You don't matter to her. How she can manipulate and use you to make anyone else jealous or get back with you until she can find something else better in her book. That's all she's doing. Why do you keep playing her fool? I don't understand. Like, why would you let somebody... you know what? I'm wasting my breath. I already know that because you already said, I like the girl that unalived their mama. Married me to use me. Came out, cheated on me, had a baby on me. I like that. I'm loving this. Okay, you normalized it for yourself. So, if she comes back on here and says that you were abusive or anything crazy like she did last time, it's your fault. Because you walked into this. That's it, that's all.
The other thing that I want to put in this video real quick, it'll probably end up being a little bit of a longer video, but I know a lot of y'all like the longer form content. Gypsy Rose was spotted a few days after her baby shower at a mall. And she took a photo with this guy. I don't know his connection. It doesn't really matter. I think he had some tie to the cookies and stuff that were at her baby shower. That doesn't really matter. But in the photo, her baby bump is basically not visible. A lot of people are having questions. Did she have the child? Does this mean that she was never pregnant? Like I've said from the get-go, there are a lot of opinions, a lot of conspiracies about this. I don't know what's going on, and I'm just going to sit back and wait until the due date and see what happens then. You know, do I put it past her to fake a pregnancy? No, I don't. But I'm also reserving calling it that outright right now. I just kind of want to sit back and see what happens in all fairness. That's what's going on. Ryan looks like a complete idiot, if I'm being honest, but I'd also like to know the full transparency of this. Were there messages that were deleted? Why did it not go to her requests or held folder? Because the same thing happens on Instagram. You know, I don't follow you, you don't follow me. A lot of times your messages will go into the message request folder. So something is weird with this. If it's just him blatantly giving her compliments and communicating with her, you look like a fool. Even if you're responding to a message that she sent you, I still think that, you know, you need to cut it. Like, you've got to cut it. You look like a fool. Gypsy Rose does not deserve anything positive, and this is a complete disaster. But I will let the rest of the video continue from here.
My feelings were real. And yes, me and Gypsy's divorce will be final December 9th. It's in her parish, not my parish. So December 9th, we will be divorced. I didn't file. I didn't want the divorce. I didn't want all that. But now my hands are tied in that. So, you know, Louisiana is a... Oh, wow, what is that? Brittany, thank you for that. Why? What, babe? Look, Pixie is so jealous. Pixie, quit being jealous.
Gypsy previously shared a post with a court date on it and the word finally. Remember, Gypsy was told that the divorce would be finalized in October. I think Ryan would take Gypsy back in a heartbeat, and judging from the comments I've seen, a lot of other people do too. In his live, Ryan blamed her family for coming and like taking her away or whatever. He needs to realize that Gypsy made this decision.
I will also drop a clip in here of the interaction between Mia, Christy, and Gypsy, where Christy's, outing herself as somebody who was pulling strings and making it a point that she was still in communication with Ken, even though that was blatantly wrong of her to do. So I'll drop that in right here. So December 9th, the divorce will be final. And I hope that once it's final, maybe that's the point where Ryan will realize, like, you got away good. Like, you got the dog, you got away from Gypsy, and you have a lot of people that are supporting you. Some, like me, are getting a little frustrated with the constant complimenting Gypsy after the way that she has treated you. But maybe after the divorce is final, we will finally see a little bit of a change in his tune, if you will.
Hey, I just wanted to show y'all that Pixie was fine during Ryan's live tonight. Someone in the comments said that she's jealous like Gypsy, and Ryan agreed.
What? Yeah, Pinky, I just showed your shirt off. It is awesome. Look, Pixie's now getting mad. Pixie gets so jealous when I get on lives, guys. It's ridiculous how Pixie gets. She's like her mom. Yep. In that regard of jealous, yep. Legit. So, yeah, I did the Justice for Pixie shirt. All right, so let's do a poll. All right, since I'm back on live, let's do a poll. Guys, I'm actually wearing a jacket. It's actually cold in Louisiana right now, which is crazy. Look, Pixie wants to play. Pixie, you ready, babe? You ready? Go get it. Look, there's Pixie. Bring it back. Bring it back.
That's the thing, though, like the little jabs that he throws towards Gypsy. A part of me gets it, but a part of me is just like, let it go. Because, like, you're, throwing jabs and then you're also complimenting her in the very same live stream, which is very weird. But let's move on to the next clip.
In Ryan's live tonight, he thanked the creator who shared the video of him dancing with a lady and slapping her, you know what. He thanked her for making Gypsy jealous.
Hey, I know y'all know. Hey, 420 Mimi, how you doing? You're the one that got Gypsy to be jealous, so appreciate that. I thought that was funny.
Ryan also talked about Gypsy's hair being brown again.
Always. She knows that. Love the brown hair. She looks great with the brown hair. Gypsy don't respect me. I have my thoughts on that. And I appreciate it. You telling me that.
See how he gets so snarky when somebody actually confronts him with what a lot of us are seeing? Like, a lot of us are on the same page. We agree that he was disrespected, but then you point that out in the live stream and it's kind of a scoff and an eye roll while complimenting her for going back to brown hair. And by the way, correct me if I'm wrong down below. I thought that you're not supposed to dye your hair when you're pregnant. Is there certain hair dye that's like safe to use while you're pregnant? Enlighten me, educate me down below.
Anderson went live tonight and he shared the last words Gypsy ever said to him.
Imagine you're married and the last thing they say is, I love you. I hope you know that. Oh, I still love you. I've always loved you. And they say that to your face and then you never see them again. That's what happened. Her family come and scooped her up and never got to see her again. And that's my wife. That's hard. That's hard for anybody, guys. I'm just being real. That is so hard to deal with. It's so hard to accept. Her family didn't respect my vows. They didn't. And they made sure of it. I have many thoughts and I will piece them together and I will let y'all in on things. But one thing, guys, is I've always been truthful. I've been open and honest. I've been truthful with all of you about everything. I appreciate saying I deserve the best. I agree. I do deserve the best. I felt like I was wronged in that aspect.
When he says her family, I know that he's talking about Christy, but I wish that he would be more direct in that, because she was really the, in my opinion, the one in the driver's seat as far as trying to control a relationship that she was not in, which is so immature and bizarre. I don't know. You could never get me to like Christy Blanchard. I know that's not worth anything, but no. He also confirmed that he has filmed with Lifetime, so he will be in season 2 of the raunchy reality show. I'll insert a couple of other clips.
Should I film with Lifetime or not? Yes or no? Blues, yes. Like, if I got the chance, which I'm not saying I do have the chance, but if I did, would y'all want me to film? So, here we go. Red, yes. Blue, no. Like, what do y'all think? Look, there's some blues out there. I mean, what y'all think? Should I film for the new season? There's some blues. That's funny. A lot of reds, though. It's mostly red. I saw somebody comment like that they wouldn't watch the show if I wasn't in it. That's kind of funny to me. I did see the one where it's like the most amazing character is Ryan or whatever it was, and it was like he was the star of the show. It's pretty funny. And no, I didn't marry Gypsy for clout. I just saw that comment. No, didn't happen. I married Gypsy because I love Gypsy. Let's see. So red. All right, poll ends in 5 seconds. So most of y'all voted. A lot of y'all voted. Not really. There's like 5K in here. And so red won. Well, it's kind of funny, guys, because I actually already filmed. I filmed this weekend. So deuces to you on that if you voted blue. Already filmed. So I thought that was a great poll right there. Yeah, filmed on Sunday. It was great. Me and Pixie had fun. They might want to film some more. I don't know yet. Options is open. So I will be in the new season because why wouldn't they have me? Like, really? Being cocky, guys, my bad. Did I film with Gypsy? No, I did not film with Gypsy. I filmed with Pixie. Me and Pixie went for a walk, and we did a couple other things I can't really say. So I know y'all saw the rumor that Ken and Gypsy split. Let's do a poll. This will be the only poll I do on this because, come on, like, whatever. So, do you think they really split? Red, yes. Blue, no. Here's that poll. I planned on doing that, but that's the only poll y'all get about that. Do you think it's actually true? Oh, I like that gift. Thank you, Steffi. I am a rock star. Oh, thank you for the galaxy, Lunita. I hope I said that right. Sir Morbid still giving gifts. Brittany, thank you for the feet. Let's see, do y'all think it's true? See, a lot of y'all say no, a lot of y'all say yes. Guys, I don't think they did, honestly. I don't think they did. And I have my reasons behind that. But I will say this, all right? The dude come in between my marriage, all right? He already deserves an ass. Okay? And if he did leave Gypsy while she's pregnant, that's another ass he really deserves. So you better hope I don't see him if that's true. Because you just, as a real man, you don't do that. And I'm a real man. So if that's true and it did happen, dude, I'm not threatening you or anything, you know, but if that's legit, dude, you're a punk. Like, legit punk. And karma's a mother. That's all I can say. Like, not saying I'm doing anything or nothing like that, but karma's a mother, man. Like, but if I ever see you, that's too if it's true. So I'm just being true with that. You know, I'm just speaking from the heart. If that's true, man, I really care about that girl. So, you know, whatever.
Yeah, you know, his live stream, I walked away feeling like, wow, dude, like you would actually take this little gremlin back. And it's kind of sad, but then I also think, like, you know, is it because he's just lonely? Like, I don't know the guy. I hope that he has gotten therapy and can eventually start to move past this and realize that it does not look good you still cheerleading for Gypsy. She has made a clown out of you, and you're complimenting her brown hair? I don't know. But either way, I've been covering the Harris family. I figured we needed something a little more lighthearted for a video, so I'm going to drop this in, and we'll just kind of see where things go. I know y'all are interested in the Gypsy content, and I know many of y'all don't have TikTok, so you probably didn't see Ryan's live, and I'm just here to talk about everything. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment, and if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.